Hi, I just wanted to preface the start of this video by saying that it's a very long video and doesn't actually contain any problem solving, any puzzle solving. The very start does contain some things about the plot that you might want to see, but a lot of it is me walking around this future city, talking to the citizens, learning about what the challenges are, what their interests are, things like that, which I found very interesting. But if it isn't for you, maybe skip to the next one. Anyway, on with the video. Hello dear viewer, I'm leesusss. Welcome back to the Talos Principle 2 and Brave New World. Here we are. We're in the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. What's that facility? EL facility? As in Elohim? Oh dear, yeah. We're rebuilding the world apparently. This is a reconstruction of the chamber of the first companions, where the first companions rested until the founder awoke them. It's all very religious, isn't it? The original chamber was disassembled in the early days of New Jerusalem. I like the little, it's a bit like Morse code, isn't it? I like the little thing there. The founders also seem a little familiar. The companions, I seem to remember, I never played the DLC of the first game. There was a DLC called Gehenna, I think. I never played that. I do remember the bonus missions that you could do seemed to be about very old, like awakening older AIs. Maybe they were the companions or something limited linked to it. Interesting though. We could and we should. Institute of Applied Pneumatics. I can't remember what pneumatics means. Can't remember. But there we go. Yay! Celebration time! Do I get a cake? How do they choose a colour? How come you guys are colours?
Look, it's 1K.
I didn't get to choose a colour.
Hey 1K! Welcome to New
Don't call me
Jerusalem.
wanky, that's not nice.
Shouldn't the mayor be starting his speech?
This should be interesting.
At least give him a chance.
He's got gold bits.
Citizens of New Jerusalem, many years ago, when the founder stepped forth from the simulation, this was a land of ruins. Our ancestors, in their hubris, undermined the natural foundations on which their world had been built. Because of their arrogance, our species found itself on the brink of annihilation. The
Annihilation?
aimed to set us on a new course.
You never even met the founder.
Her vision was of a city, a new civilization that would know its limits. It would not repeat the mistakes of the past, nor impose its will on this earth. To that end, she set the great goal we have been striving towards. 1,000 new humans. And today...
And not a single one more.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah. What's that?
Uh-oh. It's a nanovirus or something. It don't look good. It's gonna eat. No. Okay.
People of New Jerusalem, I am
Hello, Prometheus.
and I will reveal that which was hidden. The flame has awoken and summons you. Who is brave enough to answer
Me.
its call?
Me.
We await you upon our island where... Curse
Uh-oh.
you, Pandora. You will not chain me again.
What's going on? I said Brave New World. Oh no. I'm preempting the game. By the way, I enjoyed old Hermanubis there. It sounded like he was going for Lord Melchett in the thing, doing an over-the-top Stephen Fry or something.
I told you we should have investigated those energy readings. And I told him there's something up with those structures.
The mayor's just being cautious.
This isn't caution, it's stagnation. Exploration? Too dangerous. Expansion? Too dangerous. We barely even scavenge anymore.
You call it stagnation,
scavenging.
I call it balance.
And I call you an idiot.
Here's a thought. Try to be a little more diplomatic when you talk to the mayor.
Ooh.
See what I'm working with here, 1K? I'm going to need a
Please
fresh
don't call me
pair of
1K.
eyes on this expedition. Someone who hasn't spent several centuries hearing about the goal and the founder and all that nonsense. If you're up for an adventure, meet us at the conference room.
Always up for an adventure. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, what's all that with like with the Prometheus stealing fire from the gods, and then they've got Pandora. Poor old Pandora. So what's Pandora got in her box? Tell me more about Pandora's box. What's the releasing all the evils into the world, which I guess is us, the original versions of humans, and only hope remains and all that. I mean, we don't seem like it's like we're lacking freedom of will or something. These two are very clearly very independent humans. So what's this about? You know, something else to be unlocked. Right. Are you going to leave now, you two? Attend briefing. Maybe I want to go and talk to those two a bit more. What does this say? Be constant, remember the goal. Perfection is unchanging. Like dripping into the ocean. What is that? The dripping from the world. Josephus! How are you doing, Josephus? Hello? Josephus? Hello? 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 Josephus doesn't want to chat to us. Be humble. Recognise the limits. We are not above nature. I mean, none of this is terrible. It's a bit preachy.
What's broken now?
Josephus? What happened? Wait, are we alright? Are we okay? Are we good? Tell me to see the mayor. I want to have a bit more of a laugh at his accent. Ooh. Ooh, lovely. Uh-oh.
Alright, listen up. I know you're all having fun down there, but the grid is overloaded again, so maybe you could switch off your personal consoles or your lawn mowers or whatever the hell you
Melville's having a go at you.
Switch on all at once. I might not be around to babysit you for a while, and you don't want stuff breaking while Pellegrino's in charge, do you?
Doesn't he make drinks like lemon and orange and stuff? Everyone loves Pellegrino.
I see you
Ooh,
there
really,
in the elevator.
really sour.
You're moving again in a jiffy.
Thank you.
Great way to start life in the city, huh?
Thank you, voice actor. I really enjoyed your Leaf one as well. Your Leaf voice.
Bloody language libraries.
Do you like a good voice actor? Did we build this place, by the way? Was it built previously for the humans? I mean, it's handy that we are like troublemaker. I'm trying to go the wrong way. It's all great that we are humanoid still, you know, because we can still use the stuff that the humans, the first humans left behind. Although I don't suppose we need to sit down or anything like that, do we? Are the chairs not needed anymore? Hello?
Hey, hold on there.
Doge!
You're the newbie, aren't you?
Christ.
Number 1000. I figured the dam would go dry before we reached the goal.
Number
I
666.
have a question.
Do you now,
How does
Doge?
it feel to you to be born with a randomised psyche into a society of autonomous thinking machines which so much resemble their long-extinct ancestors, they've decided it's best that you're the last one ever made?
Interesting question. By the way, have you ever heard? Do you know the history of social media and like Dogecoins and stuff like that? Because what does that make you feel about that? Also, that accent is god awful. Please don't do it anymore. It makes me feel. Yeah, I can feel. I'm not just a machine. It makes me feel. Yeah, I'm a bit sad. There's no more people coming.
Why?
What? How clever are we going to be here? What would I honestly feel? I think that's... I don't know. I think this is probably supposed to be the answer, but I think this is more like what I would probably say.
It's kind of frowned on to say that sort of thing around here. But the truth is, I think exactly the same. But let's you and I keep that between us, alright? Now listen. This meeting isn't strictly happenstance. I have some friends.
Happenstance, you mean?
The kind of
if
people
you're doing that
who
weird
like
accent.
to know what's going on with other people. They think you can help each other out.
It's also hard because if you've only got so many voice actors, you've got a lot of voices to do. You know, in a game like this. I'm curious to meet. Yeah, of course. I'm newborn. I'm curious.
Of course you are. You know how to use the interface, right? I'll talk to my friends and see if I can't play matchmaker.
Right,
And
very good.
before you go, a word of advice. Not everything around here is how it appears.
Well, that's normal. That's normal for everywhere, Doge. See you later. Is that Stonehenge that's on fire? Who set fire to Stonehenge? I don't know. I guess an early idea of that. It's not Stonehenge anyway. It can't be because Stonehenge is not up on a big rock like that. It's on a hill, but not like up on a thing like that. But you know, it could be another trillathon type structure.
Welcome. Do please join us at the table.
Who we got here? We've got Alcatraz. Oh, you are here. You're
I
the
would
same
like
guys.
to preface this meeting by saying I told you something would happen sooner or later, and you didn't listen to me. And here we are.
If we could focus on the issue at hand.
The issue at hand is not this one thing, but this entire attitude that's taken hold. The world doesn't cease to exist when you stick your head in the sand, Herman. Or under a dome, as it were.
Let's not get sidetracked. We're here to solve this puzzle, not to discuss
I like
philosophy.
puzzles. More puzzles, less philosophy. What the hell's going on?
Of course. I'm sorry you've been dragged into this. I'm sure this sort of adventure is the last thing you were looking for on your first day.
Not exactly. And this is fascinating.
Ha! See? A fresh mind is open to the possibilities. Yakut, I think it's time for the briefing.
All right, here we go. Nice to meet you, by the way, 1K. We first became aware of the site designated TTP-2 during a scouting expedition about 6 months ago. It's a large island with a remarkably varied geography, and it looks like there are several artificial structures of some kind. We recorded extremely unusual fluctuating energy readings from somewhere in the middle of the island, but couldn't really make sense of them. I wanted to go and have a closer look, but the decision was made that it was too far and not relevant to the goal. Now it looks like whatever's on that island has reached out to us instead, in the form of that projection.
We may not be interested in the island, but the island is definitely interested
I'll tell
in
you what I
us.
was thinking. Mystery worth investigating.
I don't share your enthusiasm for the unexpected.
I'll be quiet,
but
Stephen.
Byron has been requesting an expedition for some time now. And at this point, I'm forced to agree that it's necessary.
I agree.
Then it's settled. The expedition is approved. Byron, you will be in charge. Al will be your second in command to ensure a balanced approach. You'll take Melville and Yakut as you requested, and if 1K wants to join you, that's fine by me.
I'm in.
Excellent. Oh, this is going to be fun. Come meet us out on the landing pad when you're ready.
Before you set out so hastily, do consider exploring the city first. It is your home, after all.
That's a good idea. Have a look around. See what you make of the place.
Okay. Oh god, there's so much stuff on here. How do I feel about all this? I don't know. I do want to put on a very silly accent, sillier than the one I have now. That's what I'm certainly got the urge for. There's no work about cats could be complete without the story dictation. What is going on here? Why have you put this at the front? Is it just because you like it? You just enjoy that? Okay. Maintain the ideas of the phone of the goal. Well-being of expedition reader members. Stay by the vehicle at all times. Okay. Yeah. Coot the island. So this is the island itself. In ancient times, the northern part of the island was home to several large settlements. I presume this is supposed to be Crete, because Talos was set to guard Crete. That was the purpose of Talos, was to guard Crete from, I don't know, pirates and other people like that. It's mentioned a lot in the Journey of the Argonauts. So I presume that's what they're talking about here. Melville test in Greek. Testing the system. Nothing else in there. Social media. What the WTF was that? Look at the names more than anything. Thekla. Yeah, all these are very interesting names, and some of them seem familiar to me and some of them don't. Thekla. Where have I heard Thekla from? That's the trouble. See, I need to look these things up. My brain is not. I don't have the access to all these things I've seen in the past, and I don't remember them so well anymore. What was that about? A sign. A sign from the founder. I don't think it's a sign. That's what Wanky says. It's something, but not necessarily the founder. We'll have to see. Riddles and puzzles are the foundation of our journey. So perhaps it will continue. Okay. What else do we want to do here? It's not an overly large amount of information, so I don't mind going through that. A lot of the things around here they're a bit interesting to look at, but they're not really. They don't really do anything as far as I can see here. There's not so many things to investigate. I think we probably should investigate the city a bit more. I mean, I want to get into the puzzles, I really do, but I don't want you to feel that you're missing out on things in the game, because this is much more than I expected from the game, quite frankly. Jeremy, how you doing?
Hello, 1K. This expedition is taking a lot of our resources. I'm really not sure it's a good idea. But what's done is done. So I have a lot of work to get on with.
You're not very busy right now, pal. And also, yeah, I think it might need a lot of resources, though. I mean, it seems like an important thing. A big image in the sky appears to everybody. Shouldn't you be involved in that? I feel like we should probably investigate it. Who are you anyway, sir?
I'm the mayor's chief aide.
And what do you do? You aid the mayor.
All the things no one else wants to do.
Good answer.
Citizenry, implementing new policies, recording decisions, fielding questions people could answer elsewhere.
Now, Jeremy, come on now. What do you make of recent events?
Our goal as custodians of New Jerusalem is survival and stability. Our ancestors proved human civilization is precarious. This apparition in the sky, and now your expedition to its supposed source, these are more precarious than stable. I don't like it.
I do like Jeremy though, because he's got his feet on the ground. He feels like he's focusing on the right sort of things. But then you need different sorts of people in a society, don't you? I think he's very important. But then he's very good focus on the city and its importance to the city, and running all the basic things is very important. But you also need other people that would focus on other areas, such as whatever this is, whatever's going on now. What do you think of me? I'm very new.
You represent the completion of the goal.
Okay.
I'm proud of what we've achieved, and the restraint we show in not pushing ourselves further.
Which Jeremy you reckon he is anyway? Do you reckon he's Jeremy Bentham or something like that? Or someone like that? I'm trying to think of famous Jeremys. What do you want?
For our people to be happy with what we have. Some of us may have an adventurous spirit.
Exactly.
But that can never be sated. What matters to me is having my loved ones around me, safe and secure.
Jeremy, I heartily agree with you. But it's also the answer of an older person, not a younger person. I'm a very young person in the game, so. Good stuff, Jeremy. So we've spoken to him. Who's this? Hermanubis. Oh, God. Oh, here we go. Ready for the accent. Doesn't want to talk. There he goes.
What can I do for you, 1K?
What can I do for you, 1K? I bet I can have a sillier English accent than you can. How did you decide to become involved in politics, young man?
It was a time of great uncertainty. The founder had left us, and our society was at a crossroads. History teaches us that during such times, terrible passions may seize the people. Madness, anger, revolution, civil war. Our fragile city could not afford such things. That is why the founder gave us the goal, a path to equilibrium, not only for the planet, but for ourselves. I merely picked up where she left off.
Hermanubis, I can't help but notice that you try to pronounce every single syllable in every word. That isn't necessarily what you have to do, dear chap. How do you feel about Byron?
He is one of the first companions, and as such has done more for our city than you or I ever will.
That'd be rude.
I simply wish he could be more reasonable.
I'm getting a real, hack actor, like a Shakespearean actor from this guy. What's your vision of the future?
I believe we can exist quietly, happily, without imposing ourselves on this world, finding meaning within ourselves and in the natural miracles that surround us.
The trouble, Herman, I do like you, actually. I do like your opinion on these things. You're going to make fun of you. I have to go!
It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
Toodle pip. Off we go. Yeah, someone's having a lot of fun with that, really. The pronunciation there. We'll have a little look around, yeah? That's alright, isn't it? We'll get to the puzzles later. I'm sure most of it will be puzzles. I presume what it will be is we'll have... We can't explore all of this, can we? It's just too much.
Attention all citizens. Due to the new power management and distribution plan, there will be scheduled outages on Jameson Avenue and Rakovsky Plaza.
Turn off your bloody monitors.
The Gehenna Memorial Pavilion will remain closed for the time being. Thank you, and may the Founder be with you.
May the Force be with you. Yeah. Any creatures in here? The dragonflies over there. Any more other I would like to see some other animals. You know? Is there perchance a puppy? I just think the puppies have survived with no humans anymore. But there we go. Oh, we've got a protest going on. Yeah, I'm expecting the rest of the game will be... We'll get to that other island. We'll do sections and... various levels of puzzles in different parts of the island, and then we'll have breaks to chat to people, okay? So if you don't enjoy the chatting so much, you can do more of the, you can watch more of the puzzling episodes. Right, Damien, how are you doing? Check your number, 903, how are you doing?
Hello, 1K. Welcome to New Jerusalem. I know you've just had a big moment with the apparition at the dam and all that, but can I have a second of your time?
We're going for the stoner voice there. Sure, go ahead.
I'm collecting signatures to call for a public referendum on the city's energy crisis.
What's the problem?
Currently, the city runs on hydroelectric power from the dam, plus a handful of geriatric generators and some unreliable solar panels, none of which is enough to even cover our basic needs. And if anything fails, we'll be on the brink of extinction in a matter of days.
How about geothermal? If you haven't got that, then you've got ground source heat pumps. I'm sure you've got other things as well you can rely on without having to use coal or nuclear. Or even then, just use some nuclear if you have to. What do you propose?
We need to investigate new sources of reliable baseline
Makes
power.
perfect sense.
We need to invest time and resources into functional, real-world solutions that serve human needs.
I mean, we're not farming, so this is our equivalent, isn't it? Why a referendum and not an election?
Oh, an election would be good too, but I believe that we need more direct democratic control over the affairs of the city.
No democratic control. Okay. Is it not done on communities and things like that? Okay. Do you work at the dam?
No, I help run the public transit system, but I witness the impact of the city's power problems every day. We can't just wish them away.
No, I agree with that. What do you make of Prometheus?
Byron's been advocating exploring that island for some time, and obviously he's right. Something very strange is going on there, and it's going to start affecting us.
Okay. Tell me more about Byron.
In all honesty, I think Byron is the smartest, most visionary person in this city. He's everything we need, and I don't understand why he won't run for mayor.
Because there's two different things about, you know, coming up with bright ideas and actually having to implement order and control over something and risking being unpopular. It's a different sort of thing. It's not, people are not always ideally set up for leadership. Yeah, it's too important. I think I would provide my signature.
Thanks, 1K. I don't know if this petition will really accomplish anything by itself, but at this point, I'm willing to try anything.
Sure, why not? Good luck. Provide your digital signature to someone. Strahinja? No, you're not going to talk to me. I guess anyone with a thing over their head is not going to talk to me. So Mariana's only holding a sign. Okay, yeah, new forms of energy generation does sound very important, but it isn't necessarily. Hey, start doing coal-fired power stations. I'm sure there are many other things we can do for power. Well, maybe better kept power conservation. Milton's Rest. So the founder. I mean, I don't see why. Things like wind power. I think wind power was mentioned there. Not more reliable. Better storage of power. So it's you're using the excess. You're storing the excess when you don't need it. Tablets of the founder. Okay. Create 1,000 citizens. The ideal number of humans. Why is it the ideal number? Maintain balance in all things. Be respectful of each other. Respect the tradition of our people. Be mindful of the mistakes of our ancestors. Yeah, but you can have such a thing as stagnation. You've got to be careful about that. Okay. And why is the place of Gehenna closed, by the way? Thekla.
Founder bless you, 1K. How lovely of you to come here. To the very spot where she established the teachings that led to your creation.
Why does that voice immediately make me think of, you know, a profoundly religious, maybe slightly evangelical type person? It's something about the accent. I don't know what it is. Typecasting, maybe. Tell me more about the founder.
The founder was born out of the trials of Elohim, an almost impossible test created by our distant ancestors. To pass these trials, she had to embody the most important virtues. She was smart and wise and humble. And through her perseverance, she resurrected humanity itself. With the help of the first companions, she founded this city, which has given our species a chance at redemption.
And by the way, in case it wasn't clear, we were Athena in the previous game, yeah? Okay. I'm getting a bit of a Fallout 1, Fallout 2 vibe going on here as well. Who were the first companions?
They were the first to be born after the founder. 2 whose bodies had been anointed by our ancestors, and 10 who were made whole by the founder herself. They are the wisest of us. Though sadly, some were lost in the early days, before New Jerusalem was built.
Oh yeah, how were they lost?
And some, I'm afraid, some seem to have rejected the founder's teaching.
Blasphemers. No, not blasphemers. They are apostate. No, apostate when you get thrown out of a religion. I'm not thinking of the right term here for them. Yeah, okay. By the way, one of the interesting things about making these videos, I do this as a hobby, obviously, but one of the interesting finds is when I find that it reveals the gaps in my knowledge to me when I try to make an intelligent comment about some of these things. That I'm trying to put things together without having looked up the information, and it makes me realise how much I forget. So a lot of these things, you might find the things I put things in edit afterwards when I'm editing the videos. Well, it's inspiring me to go and look things up that I really think I should know. What did the founder teach? Well, we can see that over there.
The founder taught that humanity was destroyed by its hubris. Our ancestors thought they could play God and treat this planet as something to dominate. They surrendered to a fever of growth and extraction until the planet finally punished them for it. That's why the founder created the goal. So we would have something to strive for in her absence. But also a limit we must never pass.
It's very Gaian in that theory, and although I like the Gaian theories, I don't think that's necessarily true that planets punished the humans for their excess, because it was just unlucky that we managed to release a virus that proved dangerous for us. Although that's now making me think: is this what we have here? Is the point of this game is that we are at risk of releasing a virus that will be fatal to the new type of humanity, a virtual virus, as opposed to a one that will affect biological entities? Just idle thoughts. Why did the founder leave?
That's not for us to know. But I believe that one day she will return. It may not be long now. Perhaps after we finish the dome.
Maybe.
It was supposed to be finished before completion day. Well, it doesn't matter. The founder will return when she sees fit. Happy completion day, 1K.
Maybe the founder saw the problems that were coming with the new humans. Yeah? Because we're struggling a bit here. And also, blind faith is not very helpful. If you've got a real god, okay. So the Warhammer 40k universe, there's many problems with that. But of course, the thing for humanity in that is you have a god, you have a living god you can go and see, whether you want to or not. But the point is it exists. There's no doubt in that. There's a god there, and in theory, it can do. That god can do things for you, yeah, and keep you safe and everything else. And there are other cases like that where, in other pieces of literature where the gods, there's no doubt about that. There are gods there, and if you do things in the right way, they will support you. Maybe like Elder Scrolls type things. They're there. You can appeal to them, and they will help you and sort of speak to you directly. Here, you're making a god out of a founder. But they're not here. They're not. You're putting too much on them in terms of their precognitive powers, and they will return when the dome's finished or whatever. There's for another lovely walk. Hello, nice to see you, stranger. Blind faith is not very helpful unless you absolutely know there is a god there to jump out. We never saw Alex in the original. But we did see. I like the little puzzle blocks. We did get text messages from her about her thoughts on death and the creation of new humanity. What is this dome supposed to do, by the way? How is it supposed to help us? Why are they building the dome? Like trying to seal us off from the outside world? I don't get it. Right, hello, Jefferson.
Oh, hello there. You must be the long-awaited 1K. Lovely day for a walk, is it not?
Oh. It seems a bit... I don't like the way it's been said, a bit blunt. It is indeed a lovely day.
I'm glad you think so. Our capacity to enjoy beauty is a big part of what makes us human.
Very true. What is this place?
The Alexandra Drennan Memorial. Are you interested in history?
I think so.
How wonderful. I'm not a full-fledged historian, but I do consider myself a bit of an aficionado.
Which particular period of history are you most interested in, Jefferson?
An excellent question. There's so many interesting events to choose from. Obviously, the period just before the end of biological humanity is interesting, and not only from the standpoint of it being the time when we were, in a manner of speaking, conceived, but also because our ancestors were, like ourselves, at a crossroads.
How so?
I don't want to put too much pressure on you, but you are the living embodiment of this historical moment.
Wow. Okay.
In you, the goal was accomplished. Our growth is finished and we are complete. Or are we?
No. Don't define me by like the fact that just because I'm the thousandth, somehow that I embody this. That's simply a marker, a milestone in that. There is no reason for me to be special or to put anything else upon me other than that I've got the fortune of being the thousandth person. It's, you guys are very interested in putting like a lot of weight on certain things that are symbolically important but not related to the person you're referring them to. Well, you're the first. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. I seem to have been born into an interesting time.
Indeed. The future is about to take shape, for good or ill. I suspect it will be exhilarating, but painful as well.
These humans tend to put a lot of things on fate, like, oh, the first person is the most important person because they're the ones that are the founder. And I'm sure people after the founder also did incredibly important things. Just because they're the first person doesn't mean you should put too much on them. In the same way that I'm the last person, therefore, does that mean I should have some sort of special fate? We're going to make it so in the game, but these people seem to assume already that there's going to be something important about that. Tell me about the sculpture.
Well, where do I even start? This, my dear 1K, is someone who could very well be considered the mother of us all. A remarkable scientist by the name of Alexandra Drennan, also known as the progenitor.
I wonder how she'd feel about that. I think we know who Alexandra Drennan is. We should get going.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. Lovely bronze statue. I do love bronze. One of my favourite things. Brass and bronze. I love the both, but bronze particularly because you get the lovely patina, the green from the copper. Padme. There's more. No, not that Padme. There's more than one Padme. Oh dear. Why is there markers around this? What is this? Why is there a warning around it? Is it particularly badly eroded? I don't know. I'm going to start marking these episodes, by the way. I think I will mark the episodes as puzzly episodes versus chatty, exposition-y episodes, which is what this clearly is. Not that I'm not in... Hi! Not that I'm not enjoying it. It's just that... it's just... it's walking simulator right now. Let's go for a quick... We'll do running simulator instead. How about that? What else is around here? Ooh. Nice bit of old wall there. Lovely. What do we have here? We've got a jigsaw puzzle. Ancient humans derive meaning and enjoyment from problem-solving activities. While the item on display was kept for small children, ancient humans of all ages voluntarily engaged in such activities. You can't even see what's on them anymore, sadly. But fair enough. What has survived from humanity? A bit of a cult. Ancient human projectile weapon used in hunting, warfare, law enforcement, crime, and personal protection. The ancient human mastication apparatus required frequent maintenance. This device is theorized to be an advanced electrical tool for its purpose, although some scholars maintain that its actual use was ritualistic, intended to mark the sunrise and sunset. Now, I like this. Yeah, I like this because, how many artifacts in museums are so badly mislabeled? I've been to a lot of museums in my lifetime. How many do you reckon are just like complete nonsense? A printed edition of the complete works of Straton of Stagira, a materialist philosopher who defined the Talos Principle. Okay, interesting. A fork! A simple utensil used to transport nutrients to an ancient human mouth, often found in conjunction with a knife and spoon. What about the spork, huh? You find a spork, you'll blow your mind. Oh, microscope. Humans invented complex magnification devices in order to better understand the component parts of the world they inhabited. It's led to major discoveries in biology, physics, philosophy, many other fields. Do you reckon my eyeballs will, like, zoom in? My robot eyeballs can zoom in, unlike a normal humans. Do you reckon that's possible? Let's have a look. What's over here? Nothing? Oh, hello. Can I talk to Belmarsh?
Founder bless you, friend.
Unfortunately, to me, as a British person, Belmarsh makes me think of a prison. A prison for psychiatric patients. There you go. I'm sure you're fine. The eyeballs are looking fairly focused. Who are you?
The name I currently go by is Belmarsh. As to who I am, that changes and shifts, don't you find? Every person is an ongoing story, full of twists and turns and surprises.
Oh, I'm getting flashbacks to, like, Cthulhu stories at the moment, and it's partly my fault. There was a very good series on the BBC about several Cthulhu stories reworked for the modern day, which were very good. And one of the actors had an accent much like this, and a voice much like this. It's given me a complete throwback to that. I love it. And the way he's talking as well obviously helps. What are you doing here?
I'm meditating, letting go of narratives like time and space, and simply allowing the illusion that is my ego to merge with everything that surrounds it.
That sounds like a beautiful experience of unity.
It's not unity, but the absence of division. There was never a self or an other in the first place.
No, that's the sort of thing my brain is not incapable of understanding, but okay. Did you see what happened at the dam?
Yes, I did, but I'm not particularly perturbed.
No?
Events occur, my friend, that's
all.
Ah,
okay.
At the end of the day, we are all one. You are the founder, and so am I, and Prometheus is just another story we're telling ourselves.
Fair enough. It's an interesting view on reality. Not one I prescribe to, but fine. What else is around here? Oh, hello. Hi. Purple. Just purple.
Dude, it's you. You're 1K.
Okay, here's the surfer, dude.
So nice to meet you, dude.
Oh my god.
I saw you in the completion day stream. Hey, you checked out all this ancient stuff?
It's a freaking turtle. Christ's sake. Right, yes, that's why I'm here.
Me too. Oh, this is amazing, isn't it?
Or possibly he's using a telephone booth to time travel. I don't know, you know. Your diction is unusual.
Yeah, dude. I thought this voice pack would give me a bit of confidence, help me stand out, you know.
It does that.
But I'm not sure it's working.
I think it's working.
Right.
Catch you later.
Before you go, dude. Maybe you can help me?
What do you need?
I'm not sure I should keep this voice pack. What do you think? You're 1K. You're special. I'm happy to go with whatever you recommend.
Now, you are... It's annoying me. He's obviously... No, he wouldn't... You have to learn to make your own choices. Fair enough. But I think he has made a choice. He's chosen this voice pack. And now he needs a support in his choice. So, yeah, stick with it. It's unique.
All right. Excellent. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, don't mind if I don't speak to you again. Tell Pop what to do about his voice. A little achievement popped up. But fair enough. Currency was an ancient human medium exchange which played a significant role in their systems of labour and resource distribution. Intense conflicts sometimes erupted over the possession of these objects, leading to injuries or even deaths? No, regularly deaths. This is a football, an inflatable sphere in the popular ancient human game known as football. This game was played around the entire globe, and aroused great passion in its followers, often simulated digitally, most notably in the form of Football Glory 1994. I've no idea what that is. I'm too ignorant about football. But there we go. Yeah, I'm glad we helped Purple, but I'm not going to talk to him again because that's making my... It's grating on my nerves. And here we have... I wasn't sure when I looked at it. I thought that's what it's supposed to be. A massage aid used by ancient humans to combat muscle fatigue and the physical ailments. Exactly. I'd probably change the batteries on that if I were you. And a Kazi. It's a Kazi. A piece of sanitary hardware used to dispose of biological excretions. Okay, such hardware was connected to the vast... Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you would find a lot of those. I mean, porcelain obviously porcelain is fragile, but because it's easy to break it, but in its larger amount, in large quantities, it does survive very well. You know, lapidus. It doesn't break down easily. Fair enough. And what do we have here? We have... What is this place? Dusticles, you seem a little bit down, sir.
Oh, it's you. Number 1000. Today is completion day, isn't it? Sorry, I turned off all the streams. Founder bless you, I guess.
Bless you too, because you're the only person who's called me number 1000, not 1K. Are you alright?
Not really, no. But I don't want to burden you with my problems on your special day.
No, go ahead. Tell me what's wrong.
You're as new to this world as it gets, 1K. What do you think might give you a sense of meaning? A sense that life is actually worth living?
Oh dear. It's not a straight... It's a combination of things. It's a combination of factors.
That's probably correct. But I've tried a lot of different approaches, and there's always been something missing.
You might be overthinking it, sir. Then where can meaning be found?
Love, 1K. It's our only point of access to the divine. Our only way of transcending ourselves without losing what makes us unique. I'm absolutely certain. But...
I'm not sure about that, actually. Yeah, love is super important, but there's more to... There's more... And what sort of love as well? There's many different types of love. Anyway, but what?
But the right person for me hasn't been born yet. None of the people in this city are who I'm looking for, and if we really stop making new citizens, I'll be alone forever.
Okay, yeah. So first of all, soulmate ideas, if you agree with that view or whatever, that's fine, but I don't particularly. It's more to it than that. You know, love is... You build it... Okay, there's a couple of good things here, okay. There's not only one specific person who we can love. And also, love is not something you find, it's something you build with another person. That is very true. And love changes. Relationships change. And love can change. When you love someone, even then, as a relationship moves on, and after many years, and I've been in a relationship for many, many years, it still changes. It doesn't degrade, it just changes how it is. And it's more complicated than that. Anyway, I think this is probably the best answer as far as I'm concerned.
I think that's just misplaced ego. Yeah, love takes work, but it's not something you just will into existence. We can't
No, that's
control
not what I
everything
meant.
in life, 1K. Try to keep that in mind.
See, this feels a little bit like the conversations you'd have in the first game about philosophy. You'd say one thing, but the game is misinterpreting what you mean by that. So this is hard. It's hard in text games with dialogue like this, but that was not what I meant by it. Thanks for the chat. I should get going. Fine. Okay, we'll come out of Dusticles. Oh! It's a Puskin. Of course it's a Puskin. The game is famously known for having an android holding a cat and stroking a cat on the front cover. Yeah, okay. Hello, what are you up to? Who's that again?
May the founder be with you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, but I'm not the sort of person who feels that I must have I must go round and see everybody, and I must give them exactly the perfect answer to every character to complete. I don't care about that. I used to, but I don't care about that particularly anymore. So the fact that, you know, maybe I didn't have the right answer for Dossicles, it's fine. Having a bit of an existential crisis over there anyway, so that is fine. Anything else around here? Are we going to finally go off and do the quest? Reach for the stars. Curiosity is what makes us human. That is true, but we are not reaching for the stars, are we? We are closing the stars off. We are... Hello, pigeons. We are... Yeah. What are we? We're being more insular than that. Well, it's important that we survive, but there needs to be a balance in what we're doing. Shula.
Oh wow, it's you. You're 1K, the incarnation of the goal.
Oh
Man,
God.
This is exciting. This is
another
more
one
exciting
like
than I
this.
thought it would be. How are you? What does it feel like? Do you know where the founder is? Do you know who Prometheus is? Can you tell me what to do with my life?
No, come on now. This is not, just because I'm the thousandth doesn't mean. I was talking about this before with the viewer. Hold on, one question at a time.
Sorry, it's just such an honor to meet you, you know? Hey, can I have your digital signature? I have the Mayor, Rand, Linux, Kaneda, and all of the first companions. Except Yemo and Sarabai, of course.
I presume they're the ones that have gone off on their own. It would make you happy, but I want to impress upon you first. I'm just a normal citizen.
No need to be so modest. You're 1K, the one we've all been waiting for.
Now, you're waiting for the
But I
founder,
understand.
not me.
The greatest heroes are always humble. Hey, can I ask you a question? Just one question, I promise.
Go ahead. Literally, go ahead.
I used to make the prefab wall parts that we used to build living quarters. Got good at it, too. But now that the goal is complete, I don't know what to do with myself. So I asked the wisest people in town. The mayor told me I should do whatever the city needs most.
Okay.
Helga said I should do whatever makes me happy.
Yeah.
I think that's what she meant anyway. And Cornelius told me I need to figure out who and what I'm invested in.
All good
You're
answers.
the culmination of the founder's will. Tell me.
No, I'm really not.
What should I do?
What makes you happy? Well, he doesn't know what makes him happy. He's happy making walls. He doesn't need to do that anymore. What your connection to the city is? Should I be offering advice at all? Did you ask? Yeah, did you ask Byron?
Byron said that if I give the city what it needs, the city should also give me what I need.
Interesting.
I don't know what to do with that.
Ask for more. I think so. Yeah, I think that's true. I like Byron's answer there.
All right. If you say so, I'll think about it.
Tell Sheila what to do with his life or not. Let's get a reward for like just talking to them, I think, for that, aren't I, really? Stilton and Dawes. Okay. This is the Museum of the Simulation. Got an achievement for visiting the museum. Replica of a gargoyle asset found in the simulation. Yeah, so this is there were different scenarios you would go to, like there was the Egyptian one, there was like a medieval one, and this is familiar. Keith, in the ancient phrase, Keith, David and Goliath. Okay. I guess you've got Keith David mixed up with David and David and Goliath. What else we got here? We've got Roman statue, yeah, okay. This is a video game asset provided by to Elohim. Okay, yeah, right. What else we got here? I don't remember that one. I don't remember that at all, actually. Maybe that was in the DLC. Yeah, dragons is an ancient, every ancient mythology. Very true. Maybe an instant. Maybe, I don't know. Could they be a memory of like a cultural echo of the dinosaurs? No, because dinosaurs weren't known about until after dragons were conceived. But then again, you can imagine you know, if you found like these huge bones or like whatever remains of ancient huge creatures, that you might put anything upon them in terms of the size. Like if you found a big elephant bone, you've never seen an elephant before now, and you're an early human, you might go, oh, this is some giant monster, or this is a giant person, this is their leg bone or whatever. Yeah, so, but I don't think that necessarily worked with the dinosaurs, unless that's what they mean. Finding dinosaur bones would lead you to maybe consider the idea of dragons. Horus, yep, okay. Uphold Matt, the balance of nature. What we got here? We have... What are you doing? In the earliest generations of our kind, there was only processing. No emotion, no character, just mathematics. If you could see how far we have come, you would believe that together we could achieve anything. The Shepherd. So, the Shepherd was one of the characters who left notes in the first game. There's something beautiful about this place. Okay. There's nothing more important than learning about the world. Yeah. Cornelius!
Greetings. Welcome to the Museum
Greetings,
of
human.
Simulation. My name is Cornelius. It's a pleasure to meet you, 1K.
I don't know more about the puzzles.
Puzzles were a key feature of the simulation, based on Alexandra Drennan's belief that intelligence is closely related to play. Our puzzles here in the museum are replicas of those in the simulation. And although they are not quite as grand, I do think they are charming in their own way.
Okay. Do I get my... What was Gehenna?
Gehenna was a community created inside a prison in the simulation, where Elohim would exile those minds he considered a threat to the process. In the last moments of the simulation, he repented of his sins and had the prisoners freed to become part of the gold disc. Some small part of them may survive inside you.
Okay. Gehenna was a DLC. I never played it. But that was the point. You had to be freeing people. Also, interested by he's got a similar patterned outfit like the mayor does, but it's not because he's an early number, because the mayor is a much higher number than 3. You're number 3.
Yes. Athena activated myself and Eustathius shortly after she was born. We've been here almost since the beginning, although we didn't have to pass through the trials of the simulation.
Okay.
She did that for us. For everyone.
What was Athena like?
She was... human.
Why did she leave? Not that you're going to tell me.
That's a difficult question. Perhaps one day we'll find out. But until we do,
so she even didn't tell you.
What could make the person who started all this want to leave it behind?
Either because it had changed too much, to start another, or to set something to aim for, like a goal. Just some idle thoughts about what maybe would have done that. Or it was changing beyond what the original purpose was. That suggests that what everyone thinks the original purpose is now is not what Athena thought it was. Goddess of wisdom, so, you know. That'll do, I think. I think I need to know anything else there. An old PC. Yes, indeed. What have we got here? We've got Axiothea. We've got a cube. So yeah, a hexahedron. Some of the mysteries that existed when I first came into being have vanished. Others have appeared. How many others like me have wandered these paths? How many thoughts have been lost? A sobering thought. Yes. Rand! Oh, God help us.
Just run the program on the center terminal over there, would you?
Uh-huh.
Wait, you're not my assistant. Who are you?
They call me 1K.
Of course.
They call me 1K. I would like to choose my own name.
1000. I suppose everyone's been treating you like royalty. This city's so obsessed with the numbers
It's very
they
true.
forget what really matters.
That is true.
What do you want?
Who are you? Who are you?
I'm one of the archive scholars. We run simulations to better understand the processes which define us. You probably wouldn't understand.
That'd be rude. Yeah, that's a better answer. It is rude, but I might if you answer some questions for me.
Oh, well, I'd be happy to.
What do you make of recent events?
Troubling, but tantalizing. We have no idea what motives lie behind this strange apparition. But whatever the case, I'm sure we'll do the right thing.
Very trusting of you. Well, you can't say about me because you don't know anything about me, so let's just ask, what are your ambitions?
The secret of how to lead a good life is encoded somewhere within us. My ambition is simple, to find it and share it.
Is it not kind of instinctive? Thank you. Well, I'll leave now.
Hold on. Could you help me by going to that terminal in the middle there and running the program on it?
Sure. Okay, we'll do that. This one here, I presume. Who's this? Mitku. Infinite growth. Our sites are sick. Infinite growth, infinite consumption on a finite planet. That feels like a text from the first game, but let's do this one. An ancient virus which threatens the entire human species has been released from the melting Arctic permafrost. Select your character class. What do I want to be? Well, I presume I want to be a scientist is what I want to be. I was a scientist. I used to be one. Although you are not yet sick, most businesses are closed. Rations are dwindling, and if you cannot find food, your family will starve. You must survive until this plague is defeated. What will you do? I will forage. But you find a hard green turnip which will keep your bellies occupied for now. Your family's hunger increased a little. Foraging is reliable but efficient. That is true. Depends on where you're living. Your family is now hungry. Population now 5 billion. One of the last remaining research laboratories. If the scientists cannot find a cure... What's the difference here? Well, we need, researching to produce a breakthrough is what you do. Littered with unique moments, heralding a step change in human understanding. This isn't one of them. Which research level will remain the same. The virus is still unknown to medical science. You and your family seem to be immune to the virus, but it continues to ravage the rest of the town. Rumors say that most of the remaining food has been stockpiled by the billionaires. If I can steal from the billionaires... Your family is starved to death. Okay, that's fine. It's not a survivable scenario. There's no survivable scenario in that game, which is fine. It's not about that.
Well, that was your first taste of the simulation. You must have questions.
No, you must have questions.
I do, actually. Your experience of the program. How did it feel?
It's frustrating.
It can be, can't it? But for a scholar like myself, it's essential to persevere until you understand what you're looking at. The interesting thing about this particular program is that no matter what choices you make, an ideal outcome seems to be impossible. It seems to demand sacrifice. Did you have the same experience?
Yes, exactly. No, I was going to say to everyone. I did.
Who did you save?
Everyone. Everyone died.
As I expected. A skeptic would say this artifact existed simply to condemn us with the impossibility of ethical choice. No matter what moral laws we follow, people suffer and die, so what's the point? But that cannot be correct. We must be missing something. What is it trying to tell us?
Oh god, here we go. This is like the philosophy from the first game. Right, okay. We respect individual rights. Morality...
You might be right. My research draws me inescapably to the conclusion that there is a concrete rule set for moral behavior. We just need to find it. Biological hominids had dreams manifested by their subconscious, which they tried to interpret and even to navigate with lucidity. We have the simulation. If we can realize our potential to understand it, we can realize our potential as a species.
It might be a little easier for
Thank
us.
you for bringing this additional data.
You're welcome.
I must return to my research. I wish you well on your inwards journey.
Thank you, Rand. Yeah, very enjoyable. No, I don't think so right now. I'm not in the mood for that. Having fun and all that, but no, I've had enough of this, I think, now. But we're seeking... the humanity too is seeking understanding of itself, which is ideal. It needs to be that. It has to be that. It'd be lovely if you lot created some more art, though. What do we have over here? Why is there a doorway here? Have you recreated a little bit of a puzzle over here? You have! What do we have here? We have another one? No. This is interesting. We don't have an emitter. So... Oh no, there's one here, look. I thought for a second it might be one I have to do later, you know what I mean? It's like, there's a solution. We can do both of these, I think. Oh no, I've missed it, look. There we go. Oh, there's a puzzle piece, look. It looks like a mechanical one, it's not a real one. So I need something to go on top of that. Oh, I don't need this any... Actually, I'm wrong here. No. That's not what I... Oh. No, I do need that. No? Come on, this isn't that hard a puzzle, me. You can work this one out. Oh, it's there. No, it's another one there, look. I didn't realise there was two. No? So I need something to stand on this. And it feels like what I need is... I need the last projector. How do I get the last projector? It's like one of these things where sometimes you partly open up one gate and that allows you to do another. Like I need... No, I can. Look, I can do that. Can I not? I think I'm being stupid right now. I know there's puzzles like this before where you can... Now that I've opened this, there should be something I can do where I can now shift this position or something like that, but I can't currently work out how to do that. there probably is a way, but my brain is not familiar enough with these puzzles yet to do it. Because I deliberately like lined it up how to do this, see? How about this? If I do this, this, and this... There you go. So now if I take this one away, there you go. Oh my god, like the brain was just being too dumb to do it. But I now might have done it wrong here because I've put down... Okay, let me redo this. There you go. Didn't get anything for it anyway, it's just a simulation. But the point is there are puzzles. Didn't get any reward for that at all. Just creakily spinning around. But there are puzzles like this where... Can I get up there? Yeah. Well, I've got to remember this because there are puzzles like this where you have to do that thing where you do multi-part. That took me far too long. But I guess it was good practice for in the future when I have to start doing puzzles like that again. Never mind. I think I've finally run out of energy for like exploring the city. Oh, because there's another one over here though, look. One of these were puzzles that existed already within the game and I've just forgotten them. I might have done. Right. That's it. That's the only thing I need to use that for. I don't have to worry about this anymore. I can just put this back over here. There we go. Sounds a man just wants to do some puzzles. Where's the emitter? It's there. Right, give me this. And I'd imagine what I need to do is... Yeah, I probably need to send this emitter higher. I need to put the block over here. I need to put the thing on top of it. I need to link it to that and to this. And put it there. And then I need to connect this one to here and to here. And that should blow it into the air. And that will open that gate over there. No. It's not quite in the right location. Unless I can now... No. That's a bit odd. I thought that would be the perfect answer. That seems like an error to me. Because that should line up. Ah, funny. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it too much because I'm not getting anything for it, but... That should line up perfectly. That's because of how it's designed. The only way you could do it differently would be if you had a second block for it to stand on. Yeah? Unless there is another one. Is there another block to stand on? How about that? How about we do this? I'm outside the simulation. There's something over there, look. There's a beach ball or something over there. What is that? Let's go over there. Oh, goddamn, I can't reach that far, I don't think. Let me get over to the beach ball. Oh. Why is there a beach ball here? I shouldn't be out here. I'm messing around. I'm ruining the simulation. I guess I could have gone round there any time, couldn't I? I didn't have to go through that way. Fine. Who's making beach balls still? You'd have thought the plastic would have perished by now. I've got a medieval one through here as well. Why am I even doing these? Like, enough of these. Okay, these are kind of fun. I don't really need to do them. It's illustrations of the puzzles. We're not getting anything for them. Oh, it was a nice break from the city anyway, wasn't it? I was fed up with doing the city stuff. Look at me. Running around like a maniac. Don't mind me. Coming through. Right. Is there anything else to do, or should we finish this up by going up to the top? And starting the adventure. This has been a long video. Again, we'd definitely have to get them. I'm going to record it anyway and upload it anyway, but we'll have to mark this off as a no puzzle episode. Just running through the wilderness. Madman coming through. There goes that one key again. At 1K. Causing trouble. Hi. Giannis.
Welcome to New Jerusalem.
Oh. Having fun, guys? Oh, you are talking.
Speculating on the meaning of this Prometheus figure is premature until we can agree on its nature.
You already have a theory.
I know it's beyond any projection technology I'm aware of.
If it wasn't us, it must be alien.
Oh my God, Jacques! What have they done to your accent, Jacques? My goodness, that's a crime. It's unlikely.
Just because you haven't seen them doesn't mean that I'm.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. 1K, we'd appreciate your thoughts on this. Now we've achieved the goal, fresh perspectives like yours will be increasingly hard to come by.
I'd love to get
people
a
don't
quote
change
from
their
you for
mind.
this evening's newsletter.
Speculation aside, 1K, is there anything we can know for sure about this Prometheus?
No, we haven't investigated it yet. No, I don't know. I don't think we know any of these things. It directs us to an island somewhere.
That's undeniably true, and what does that tell us?
We may learn more by following its directions.
That was my conclusion as well.
It's very straightforward.
The apparition also appeared to be human. What can we assume from that?
You can't know anything about that. Possibly, yes. You would communicate. If you want to communicate a message clearly, you should do that in a way that your audience will understand best. And therefore, it was a human projection. But it was not a human like us projection. It was more like a bio-human projection.
I tend to agree. I'm also sure that we'll acknowledge ourselves to create a projection of such clarity and magnitude.
It's more technologically advanced than we are.
Precisely. And that's something we can change.
What makes you think it was a projection at all? How do we know it wasn't just a mass hallucination?
Oh, come on.
I considered some kind of bug in our code.
I suppose so.
But if so, it would have to be shared by all of us.
Not everyone saw it, though.
So, we're speculating again.
We've locked in the premises. I'd like to hear 1K's best guess.
I don't think one of us is behind all this. It seems like an external thing to me. Beyond that, I can't really say, yeah.
Can I quote you on that?
It's just a theory.
Theories are all we can reasonably have right now. Though I'm sure that won't come between Cryer and a sensational headline. Well, thanks all for hashing this out with me. Let's hope the mayor signs off on exploring this island. I only wish I could join the expedition.
Well, why can't you join the expedition?
If Melville's going, someone has to stay behind to keep the lights on. I'm not letting Pellegrino near the dam.
We haven't met Pellegrino yet.
Hope the next time we speak, we'll have a bit more data to go on.
Apart from Pellegrino being something about poetry, we didn't hear anything else. Okay. And here's... I presume this is Gehenna, because this is what was closed off. Yeah. Gehenna Memorial. Can I? Ooh, nearly. I can't crouch, sadly. Fine. Okay, I think we've got most of the value out of this. I don't think there's anything else we've missed particularly around here. We might have done. That was a very long video anyway, as far as that goes. So what I've done... Okay. That'll do. Enough of this. Yeah, all great fun and all that. But let's actually go and do something. I would have liked to have met Pellegrino. But I haven't seen them around anywhere. And I'm not that interested in exploring even further. We did some good stuff there. Let's go and join the expedition. I don't know what to do with this one, and this is a huge video. But let's next episode, we'll hopefully actually do some puzzling. We go on the expedition. I'm sure we'll do some puzzles and go on from there. So I hope you didn't mind this. Well, congratulations for staying in for this one. If you watched the whole of this bloody video, just the expedition stuff, good on you. But I wouldn't blame you if you'd skipped some, because what the heck. Never mind. And there was me at the start going, if it's too wordy, I'll skip it. But I guess I've been finding it kind of fascinating, some of this. So, and only slightly frustrating in areas. So, next video, we go and start the expedition. Thanks for watching. Oh, it's like a helicopter. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. I'll see you again next time.